Nation, this is Chad Dotson trying out something new. I took some video there at RedsFest in December and thought I'd try to edit it for your viewing pleasure. Hey, there's Redleg Nation, one of our friends, Chris Welsh. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the shaky video here. I'm not a professional, clearly, but you get the idea. RedsFest is a really fun event, especially for those of us of a certain age, I guess. There's Glenn Braggs. Coming up here in a moment, there we go, Eric Davis and Glenn Braggs. For those of us remember that 1990 team fondly, it's a lot of fun. But there's also current Reds. There are obviously the older Reds from the Big Red Machine era. There are prospects, as you see there. And not only that, yeah, it's fun for us adult kids, but there's lots of stuff for the other kiddies as well. So you can bring your children, they'll have a great time. In just a second, we're going to give you a glimpse into one of the more popular segments, which is a round table with Reds decision makers. Get a chance to ask questions of them, and it's a surprisingly informative program. Less informative, but equally entertaining as the Bronson Arroyo concert. Some video of that's going to follow the round table, and then I'll be back, unfortunately, once again. Enjoy.
You were going to sign Johnny Jones this year. Right, free sign.
Well, we are still working on that. Actually, his agent finally got back to me last night, and I will probably see him in Indianapolis this week. We'll work on it.
Here's Anthony, all the way from California. Look at that license plate.
He's a great fan. This guy here comes every year from Southern California. He's a Reds fan, and you're to be congratulated.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. One quick question and this comment. I want to thank the Reds organization. There are no other teams that put on what you guys do. It's amazing. If the fans back in SoCal, nothing can say, Lamar, jump on the bandwagon fans. Dodgers are doing good, they're there. They're doing good, they're there. This is the Class A organization. I thank the Reds organization for all this. Dusty, what's the progress of Bill Ray? How's he doing? Where's he going to fit into the Reds lineup next year?
Well, Walt just talked to him a couple of days ago.
I just talked to him. He did, first of all, he and his wife just had a baby about less than a month ago. He was out in Goodyear during the fall. We had the instruction league. He was rehabbing out there, making very good progress. When I talked to him 2 days ago, he felt good. He's still going through his rehab and therapy, but we fully expect he'll be ready sometime during the spring and hopefully by the start of the season.
Hey, Billy, I want to ask you, Bill Macy, about all these young guys, and you were out there in the instructional league, and you were such a huge part of putting that team together in Anaheim that won the World Championship. When you look at this crop of young players, not only the guys we know about, but the guys maybe we haven't heard a lot about yet, how does this crop stack up with some of the really good ones you've seen in the past?
Before I came over here, I was trying to put them all on one page, and I think Walt would kind of agree where he came from. Where I've come from, and now here, I've never been around as many good young athletic players that I don't think Dusty's seen yet. Kids that are really young, but he's seen some of the good ones too. But I'm looking at Drew Stubbs, Chris Heisey, Dennis Phipps, David Sapelt, Yorman Rodriguez, and Juan Silva. That's just center field. I've never been anywhere where I've had that many athletic center fielders. Now we have other center fielders, but not as athletic as these guys. I've never been anywhere where we have that many. And then you go to shortstop and you have Giannis, we've talked about a lot. Zach Kosar, Gregorius, his first name is Didi. I can't even pronounce his first name.
Yeah, we won't worry
about it. Billy Hamilton, who we just got out of the draft. I've never been anywhere where we have that many shortstops who can move around like that. And usually I've been desperate for a shortstop, desperate for a guy in the middle. So from my point of view, you look at the arms this club has, I think it's in great shape. I think Terry Reynolds and Chris Buckley and Tony Arias have done a great job. Walt might have an opinion on as far as where he's come from too, but I'm really impressed.
They should and lead off. And I guess you heard some criticism. So.
Yeah, I mean, we acquired Willie for leadoff, and sometimes you got to stick with the person because of their background, hoping that they return to the way they were at leadoff. And the whole thing is, I think that is the toughest guy to find in baseball right now. I mean, it's easier to find a run producer than
it is to find a bona fide leadoff guy. You know, Willie's background is usually hit somewhere around 275 to 280, 290. Usually he'd be on base to steal 55 to 60 bases. Last year, Willie was injured a lot. Willie didn't get on. He didn't have his stroke, and we were hoping, just out of default, more than anything, that Willie would return to the prominence that we acquired him in the first place. All right.
All right. This is Tom from Indianapolis.
Actually, my question was about Tavares also. Would you be willing to not start him, even though he has a big contract? Would you be willing to sit a guy like that if Stubbs or someone else is playing better?
Well, certainly. I mean, you know, we're here to win ball games. And, you know, Stubbs did do a better job. Stubbs came up and did a great job for us. So, you know, Willie understands that too. You may not like it, but at the same time, you know when a guy is out playing. And so if Willie has to sit and be the fourth or fifth outfielder, then that's how it's going to be.
Hey, Walt, how about an update on Edinson Volquez, where he stands right now?
Edison is here for the RedsFest, and he is doing well. He's been he stayed an extra month after the season to rehab, and at Dr. Kremchik's clinic, and he's making progress. There's been no setbacks at this point, but we're still looking at probably the end of July, first part of August. But I think we're all encouraged that he's doing well, and I think he's in a position now where he can start doing a little more cardio stuff, but he won't be throwing for a while. But he is still on track, and there have been no setbacks.
Where else can you get a chance to talk to the likes of Chuck Harmon, the first African-American in Reds history? It's a great event. I can't recommend RedsFest highly enough if you're a Reds fan. And if you're not a Reds fan, why have you watched this far? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the inaugural episode of Redleg Nation TV. Please feel free to send your comments at redlegnation.com. This is Chad Dotson, signing off.